We've been listening. We heard from a number of different people, talked to legal as well as public works extensively, and today my administration is pleased to announce how we are taking action to address many of these issues. The combined impact of these ordinance changes is that our customer account services team will be equipped with the tools and the resources necessary to resolve the overwhelming majority of disputes on the first call. Number one, first, we will remove the limit to the amount of times you can get help after you've had a private water leak. As it is written today, water customers can only receive 2 adjustments for leaks per year, even if the leaks are at different places and times. So we're going to remove that limit. Whenever there's a leak that comes up for a customer, no matter how many times, whether it's 2, whether it's 4, whether it's 6 in a year, we, Public Works, will have the flexibility to address those leaks when they occur. Number 2, we will add an incentive for customers who repair their private water leak and apply for the adjustment. The incentive will reduce customers' bills to their average water usage if they complete a repair within 30 days of receiving their bill. So if they do that, we'll go back to their average usage if they complete it within 30 days, repair the private leak. If a customer repairs their leak within 30 to 60 days of receiving their bill, they'll receive a 75% adjustment. And if the repair is completed more than 60 days after receiving the bill, they will get a 50% adjustment. Combined, these changes will incentivize customers to make their repairs to the private leaks. Number 3, in addition to these adjustments, we will provide customers with a 100% credit for wastewater charges when they receive an adjustment to their bills from repairing a water leak. Today, residents only receive 50%, even though the water does not pass through the wastewater system. We are changing that, and so they will receive a 100% credit. In some cases, even after receiving an adjustment, there may be a high balance remaining. To qualify for any additional adjustments, we are lowering the requirements. So number 4, the current ordinance only allows customers to qualify for a credit if the leak costs more than $2,000 on their bill or more than $250 for low-income elderly residents. We are proposing reducing the limit to $1,000 and $100 respectively, so that in the future, a customer can qualify for a credit if the leak costs more than $1,000 or $100 for low-income elderly residents. There have been times when some customers received a high water bill and there was no explanation. It's not a leak. The meter is working fine. They just have a high water bill. Number 5, currently, the maximum relief we can offer is to lower the bill down to 150% of the customer's average water usage. We're going to lower that to 125%. Number 6, there are some situations where a customer needs help with their bill and it doesn't fit into any of these other categories. The current ordinance has a high threshold for customers to qualify for adjustments. Currently, the amount must be 5 times a customer's average bill, and they only get a reduction of $4,000 for one adjustment that doesn't exceed 2 months. We are proposing that Council approve reducing that threshold to 2 times a customer's average monthly bill rather than 5 times, and that the Customer Account Services team can reduce that bill by up to $10,000 for one adjustment that does not exceed 2 billing cycles. This lowers the criteria and increases the benefit for the customers. Number 7, We also have heard feedback from customers who are required to pay for basic service charges when there's a water meter at a property, even if they aren't using any water. I've heard from a couple of folk on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock when they've come before us. Under the current system, to avoid these charges, the customer must pay for a private plumber to camp the line and then remove the meter, which can cost up to $1,500 or more. Moving forward, the city is going to offer customers the option to have the meter locked for a one-time fee of $150. Once a customer is charged for the lock, basic services charges are totally removed. And if, for some reason, a customer wants to reactivate that meter, the city will not charge and the customer will not have to pay a developer impact fee. Number 8, we also are proposing benefits for customers who helped us reduce the amount of paper bills. Customers will save 50 cents for each monthly bill they receive once they sign up for online e-bills. And number 9, finally, in coordination with council members, like Councilmember Carolyn Evans Shabazz, Councilmember Peck, Councilmember Huffman, that proposed an ordinance that limits a look back at billing to 3 months. We are offering to codify the current practice because what they have put forth is a practice that's already taken place. But we are offering to codify the current practice of Public Works by not permitting a look back of greater than 3 months for single-family residential customers. And that's a big distinction. Not for others, but for single-family residential.
And it's actually all residential.
And it's all residential customers. Again, we have already instituted this as a practice, but we are now making this a permanent change by ordinance. This administration has given careful consideration to each of these proposed changes, and this administration will ask Council to approve the changes come this coming Wednesday.